Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Hello. Good.
Good. I'm glad. Who's got snow? Anyone have snow?
Oh,
Of course.
snowstorms can bugger
I
off.
live in Finland.
Oh yeah, you've got snow then. Yeah.
We have nothing but snow. You want some?
No, not really. We've got snow. No.
But you need more. We'll send you what we got.
Yeah. Nope. We've only got about 6 or 7 inches, so it's not that bad right now. Let's see. Wait until people come in here. Thank you for joining, everyone. And I will share my screen. Yay. Okay. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you all. Going live every day for feedback is kind of weird. Is it? You talking about me? Us? We're fostering relationships with the community. It's not just about bug tracking. I mean, there is a lot of that. We do have a chance to go through bugs and issues that people have and feedback, but there's a lot more to it than that. We get to talk about all sorts of interesting stuff. Yeah, we show off new tech. We do all sorts of cool stuff. But I'm glad you're here. New technology every day. Hey, how long have you been in the Stable Diffusion circles, man? There's pretty much something new every day. There's,
Which is why we have the office hours almost every day.
I know, I know. We haven't showed off anything new for a while, but we had a weekend workshop where we went through Focus, and that was really popular just last weekend. No, the weekend before. That was awesome, and we're going to dive into some more of that maybe this weekend. I'm still a massive Focus fan. Focus has actually got some tools that I was just kind of skimming the surface of before, and like face swapping in Focus. I've worked out a really good workflow for that. So
I would honestly really love if you could go over the whole live webcam thing again, because that was awesome.
oh yeah, yeah, I need to go and update that. So part of the spring cleaning will be to update the education site, and we'll we'll update the workflows in there, and yeah, we could do some of that stuff. That sounds like a great idea. Might be able to get it done for tomorrow, and we can show it off. Yep, I think that might be under video.
Maybe away from office hours, we could do like a full webcam thing, but all of our faces are animated.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's see. The yeah, that one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I think I can make it faster. So we did this when this first came out, and I was only getting, I don't know, 4 frames a second, maybe less. But I've seen people with 4090s getting, dozens now, maybe even up to
Right, but
100.
so how
So
much GPU usage on average did that take?
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Next time I need to actually look at that. Yeah. But live open pose. Oh, also open pose. We need to talk about. Yeah, there's so much exciting stuff. Has anyone used the animal open pose yet?
No.
No, there's an open pose model, an official open pose model for animals, like four-legged animals. And
Yeah, no, I know that it exists.
oh, it sounds exciting. I mean, great for the furries and the centaur people.
I mean, I've seen some preliminary versions on Hugging Face, but I think that was just for dogs at the start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've seen it used for other things, for centaurs and sheep and whatnot. So that's really cool. Yeah, wonder if you can combine people and. Oh no, that's a bad idea. That's a bad. Forget I said that.
Do it.
People models and
Bad,
animal
Ali,
models, right?
bad.
Read the terms of service. Whew. All right. Yes, Dever,
Read
exactly. A man and his dog, completely innocent.
Yeah.
Nothing funky. A man with his man's best friend, petting him. Yep.
I mean, in theory, you could also turn yourself into a centaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Yep.
That's what you meant, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And anthropomorphic hybrids.
Exactly. Yep. So, let me see what's on my notes right here. Oh yeah, before we get started, I want to bring up something that you might not be aware of in the Discord. So something to do when the site is having downtime, which is never. But in the Discord, let's see, Mr. Erop has provided us with a really cool Discord bot. And if you come down to Discord Games, the Discord Games channel, let me pull this over here so you can see. There's a Discord Games channel down here. There's Diffusion Battles, which is an older channel. There's not that many of them going on, but Prompt Battle is the new one. So if you jump in here, to start your prompt battle, you can just type / prompt battle, enter, and it will give you a thread, which you can drop into.
A threat?
Thread with a D. Yeah. And here's the prompt missing a key word, which you have to guess. So we're going to go with watercolor for this one. And this one we're going to go with graffiti. And it just goes on like this. You fill in the blanks in the prompt. We're going to go with Andy. Until you get it wrong, minifigure, and then you're out. And it tells you how many rounds that you made it through. And then there's a nice little leaderboard.
Yay, another leaderboard.
You know, we should get this on the site. Yeah. Yeah. My streak is
Everyone loves leaderboards.
absolutely. Yeah. We should get this on the site. That would be hilarious. Yeah.
I mean, it would be a great advertisement for the Discord.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What?
But
I can get on a leaderboard on Discord?
right.
I have to get that program.
Yep.
Or maybe some bus,
So-
maybe some
oh
bus
yeah.
rewards.
So there you go. Prompt battle. I recommend coming and trying it out. It's really pretty good fun. Even though I've only had a streak of 3, but I'll get there.
Oh, seriously, Ali. What about let's say 500, 200, and 100 buzz for the top 3 places every day?
I will note it down. Let me see. Buzz for
Let
top
let the wars begin.
and prompt. I've made a note. I'll pass it on. Yep. Yep. Cool. Yeah, I really recommend it. It's really good. Thank you very much, Erops, for putting that in place. It's really pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to expand these Discord games because people really love that sort of thing. Gives you something to
Yeah.
do.
And if anyone has any like suggestions, then let me know.
Yep. Good show. All right. So
I mean,
go ahead. Sorry.
it perhaps it would even be possible to implement it into the site itself. I mean, Maxfield often talked about getting some kind of user event experience included on the site to make it more enjoyable to
Sure.
not only have images to look at.
Yeah, there'd be actually activities. Yeah.
Yeah, activities, exactly. Yeah, that's
Or maybe we could
that's
put it on the 404 page. So that like an AI generated Flappy Bird sort of game, you know?
Oh, someone made that actually.
that
I
would
think
be
I remember
awesome.
seeing that. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, there's someone like made got like someone got like AI art for a Flappy Bird, and then they asked ChatGPT to like
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
code, and it was a whole thing. All that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, that would be pretty funny if we could put that on the 404 page. But yeah, so website itself, speaking of the website, it's not been very healthy. You might have noticed since last night. And that's because the Signal server for Buzz has not been having a good time of it. So all the team, I can see them right now. They're discussing and working on it. They're in the sweat lodge. Not quite severe enough for the panic room, but they are working on it. What other updates do we have? We've got the Field Generations contest, which is running, and I recommend that you read this. It tells you a little bit about it, what we're doing. Anyone who participates will get the awesome badge. I think this is one of the best badges that we've made so far. And
definitely.
Oh wow!
So yeah, anything if you submit even one image, and it doesn't. I think it's. I don't know if it mentions it. I think
Why
you
did
have
I
to
get
have.
a 404? I tried to go to the contest page and I got a 404.
Oh no. The
Oh no! Oh no!
It's a bad
What's
crash.
happening to your? What's
Oh,
wrong with
no.
your website, bro?
They're just
That's the
adjusting.
wrong contest.
Adjusting
It's
a
so
few
if
things. They heard
it,
me.
it failed so hard. You lived up to the contest's name. It failed to load.
Oh well. So
That's actually what I was gonna mention. Is that I think the badge should be like ugly and like messed up because it's a failed generation.
yeah, we did think about that, but people really like
Oh,
to display nice badges on their profiles. So
fair enough.
yeah. So it looks like they're obviously
Yeah.
adjusting things. This would have been great. We could have played the prompt battle game.
Yeah,
They'd had it.
could have
set
played
up.
Flappy Bird,
Or
man.
Flappy Bird. Yeah. But yeah, but that so if you submit your images, you can submit up to 5. You'll get that badge just for submission. You don't have to be chosen. You don't have to be one of the 100 that are going to be picked. But the concept is a little bit difficult, and we're just accepting anything that's not safe for work into the contest. The eventual when it ends, our artist in residence, Chris who's running the artist in residence program, will pick the 100 that he thinks are most artistic and most failed. But
Oh, it's up. It's back.
it's back. Cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Back to this nice.
Awesome.
So yeah, what we're looking for, images that we're looking for are, we're not looking for not safe for work content. It has to be safe. We're not looking for waifus.
Please, can you please mute you, Zenly?
I'm sorry, say again.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks.
Let me paste this in the chat here. Officers, I'll paste it into Twitch as well. So here is how you can submit to the contest.
But so define random waifus though.
It has to have something wrong with them. It has to be failed, and ideally, we would like it to be a natural fail, and not a kind of contrived fail. So it's very easy to prompt for stuff that looks bad. We'd like it to be you're prompting for stuff that looks good, but it turned out bad, or not just bad, it just turned out insane. So
would you mind user errors? So I showed you a Takio, which was really funny. When you use 1.5 checkpoints and Laura's, but the resolution is twice, it's the whole issue with the body morphing and stuff like that, right?
Right, right,
Would
right.
that be within the spirits of the contest?
Probably. Yeah, I think that would be fine. Yeah. I think so.
I figure as long as it's amusing or interesting in a way, right, and not like actual complete utter garbage,
Sure.
then it would be fine.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I mean, this one is vaguely erotic. I don't like it. I don't know what it's meant to be. Is it noses or knuckles or I have no idea, but I don't like it. It worries me.
It makes you feel uncomfortable, but that is art.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
the definition of art.
It looks so.
It challenges your perception.
Yep.
It looks like weird feet. It does. Oh my god. Noses are
Feet.
vaguely erotic, apparently, by nature.
Yep.
I'm not. I don't know about that, guys. Don't know. But yeah, so there's some really good examples in here. Some are just very odd, and some have been obviously prompted for, but that's going to be up to our guy Chris to work out at the end when he looks through. He is Chris. If you don't know, there's probably a bit about him, or there will be. I think he wrote this copy here. Chris, he runs an art gallery, and he is coming on to help us with a little program called Civitai, which is the Artist in Residence program. We're going to try and get some proper, real, respectable artists to come and do some collaboration with us and with the community. So this is the kind of start of that. But yeah, there's some absolutely hilarious images in here so far. The potatoes, I love the potatoes. But yeah, just shoot your shot. You get 5 tries to get something accepted. Although, like I said, everything's going to be
Up to
accepted.
5 images to be accepted.
Yeah, 5 images per person. Yep. And like I said, we'll be accepting pretty much everything as long as it doesn't contain boobies.
I'm assuming if one isn't accepted, you can upload another one that is, and that would be your 5, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you get a note, actually, okay. So, good thing that you brought this up. The way the system is set up, and I don't think they've changed it, so I'm going to make a note. Is that say you submit 5 and 4 are rejected, even though they're rejected, you still can't resubmit. You've used your 5 chances, but that's not fair. So what you can do is you guys can come in and remove your rejected images. But I think what we are planning to do is if you're rejected, it will automatically be removed from the collection. So you've got 4 more chances. If you have a rejected image, it frees up that chance to submit again. So let's see. I'm going to make a note, make sure that's happened. Free up rejects. Does it count as a fail for the purpose of the contest if it generates something that looks right but isn't what you wanted? It has to look funky to other people as well.
What are the images for?
What are these images
The-
for?
Yeah.
The contest.
Oh, the one where you win $100.
Does it mention winning $100? I don't think so. I think you get immortalization of your image on our artist in residence page. You get a neat badge, and you get love and validation from strangers on the internet.
Oh, so if my images get accepted, I get that badge, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna upload five images, right?
You can upload up to 5. Yeah. And as long as they're not,
Okay.
as long as they're safe for work and they're weird, they'll be accepted.
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of weird images.
I bet you do.
Yes.
Yep.
And then he's like, "Oh, you mean failed images?"
Yeah. Right. Yep. So it's pretty exciting.
I have some nightmarish creations, but I may have a hard time finding them because I usually delete most of the images.
Yep. No, I understand. Yeah, no, this is really cool. So yeah, we just wanted to do something. Chris, artist, just wanted to do something a little different. We've always everyone does competitions, contests for beautiful images, everything perfect. So we thought, hey, why not let's do one for absolute weird nonsense.
Next time, do something for horror. I would like to see something directed for horror images.
Ah, okay. I'll make a note. There might be something in future. Yeah, so what else is going on?
Are we allowed to use the entries that have been submitted already to train a LoRa of them and enter with an image we created with that LoRa?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yep, I don't see any reason why not. That would be an absolutely insane.
I think I know
Insane
what Laura Yuritaku is talking about here.
Huh?
I'd rather not see images like that.
No,
Uh,
I would trade it. I would trade it myself with on
Okay.
the entries that have been made already.
Sure. Adam wants
So
cake. Sorry,
okay.
just one more thing that I forgot to mention is that they have to be new images. They have to be made after January 12th. So just the same with all our other contests, we don't want images that have been generated previously. Just got to make us new stuff. And also, once you upload it to the collection, it won't appear instantaneously in the accepted. We're trying to get through everything within like 12 hours, but we have had a lot of submissions so far. But yeah, it can take us up to 12 hours to get your submission into the collection. Cool. So a couple of other things. Bugs. Faye and I. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
How's the wiki doing?
How's the wiki doing? We've onboarded some more people, and
But have they done anything?
yeah, we've yeah, a little bit. It's just slow and finding time. So, but we'll get on it.
So how full is for example, the Laura page? Like the Laura article?
I'm hesitant to click on it. I haven't looked. Oh, look at that! It's got a little bit now. Not too bad. So this is the Civitai Generative AI Wiki. If you haven't seen this before, and we're aiming to make this the one-stop shop for all knowledge to do with generative AI, and especially Stable Diffusion. So we've got glossaries on the education site, but this will be a bit more in depth, and we'll have links to other resources. So if you want to join, it's not a wiki that's publicly editable. If you want to join, then there is a Wiki Brigade link here, which you can click on and submit an application to join. And yeah, we have maybe 5 people in the Wiki Brigade so far that have volunteered, and I haven't gone through the rest. We've still got a bit of a list. But
A comment from Duskfall.
yeah,
Ignore his app for now.
I see that if you have some time in the future, yeah, let me know and we can get you on board. I still have a couple of people to get on board, but yes, we're hoping this year to really ramp up on it. But everything has been just so busy with the rest of the website, especially the club changes. So we got a first time chatter in the Twitch chat. Hey, good to have you here. We have office hours at the same time pretty much every week, every day of the week apart from Friday. So come and get your civitai.com questions answered. But yeah, I am excited about the wiki. I just think it's going to be a bit of a lift to get it going. So the other thing I have to talk about is the bug list. So I know a lot of you have been submitting bugs and feedback requests over the past, months, a year even, and some of them get fixed, some of them don't. And that's just because we're a pretty small shop still. So Faye and I have gone through the entire bug and feature request backlog just yesterday and today. We have cleared out. We're talking like hundreds and hundreds of work tickets here. So we've cleared it all out, and we've put all the bugs that we think are that we've verified are still around into a new tracker for our bug squashers. We've got 2 bug squashers devs right now that are working purely on bugs, and they're categorized and they're prioritized. So these are hopefully going to get squashed in the next few weeks. So now, if we could just go for a few weeks without any new bugs, that would be great. But that's not likely. But yeah, hopefully we'll get this backlog cleared out, and each of the backlog items, the feature request items, will be gone over with Justin, and he will decide which ones are going to go in, which ones he doesn't want to add to the site. So hopefully, if you've submitted a bug or a feature request, you should see some movement on it real soon, which is pretty exciting. But what about bugs? Does anyone have anything pressing that they want to bring up and have me make sure is in the list? Now, one thing that we did just fix is profile pictures, apparently. Last time we had office hours last week, Fallen was saying that his profile picture wasn't updating. Okay, so I can already see it's not fixed. His profile picture here is the Santa hat, and over here it is his new profile picture, and it seems to be fixed on the model cards, but if you click into a model card, I bet you any money it'll still be broken on the right hand side. But we'll never get to know because the website's stopped working. Please let us in. Oh dear. Okay. Making a note of this. Fallen. PFP's not fixed in search. That just could be a search indexing issue. The indexes maybe need to be updated. Okay, it's fixed on the model card, so it just looks like it's a search issue now. Yep. But it is fixed, so this is a half-fixed bug. Better than nothing. And there's been a bunch of other bug fixes over the last week, but that's the only one that springs to mind. So anyone have anything that they really want to bring up and make sure that I have listed? Oh, another one that was fixed. On mobile, we still haven't managed to fix the hamburger menu, but we have our mobile guy. Let's see, hamburger menu issues. Lots of people can reproduce that. I'm going to get him on that this afternoon, actually. And he's fixed one already with the homepage rearranging on mobile. So I don't know if any of you use the new home blocks. Good lord, it's slow. If any of you use the home blocks on mobile when you can rearrange and say you want to have images first, if you're dragging those blocks on mobile, really, really funky. That should be fixed.
When I go and upload a model and search for the SDXL VAE, it's not loading.
Okay.
In the past, it used to load, so I don't know why it's not loading.
SDXL files. I do know that there's an issue there. Missing. My goodness, the website is really bad. I wonder if it's going to go back into maintenance. What I'm talking about is here. So on mobile, does anyone use this? I'm sure someone must. If you customize your homepage on mobile, rearranging these was super funky. It should be fixed. So we're getting through the small visual bugs. Let's see. Question for people in the chat. Did Koni delete his Civitai account and all his Laura's? Yes, he deleted his account. We tried to reach out to him numerous times and ways, and we haven't been able to. Doesn't want to speak to us. So yeah, his account is gone, but he transferred all of his content to us, and it is available still on the site. Now, I believe Max was transferring it to a volunteer who was going to look after them. Let's see, Max. Let me just message him right now and see if he's around. Who did we? Because what happens is when you delete your account on Civitai, there's a little box that pops up and says, "Hey, this is destructive. You're going to lose all your stuff unless you check a further little box at the bottom that transfers all your content to the Civitai user." Unfortunately, the Civitai user is it's not really discoverable. Any of the content that's on the Civitai account you can't find really. So I think Max was talking to someone who was going to take over all of Koni's content. Max isn't replying, but we'll find that out for tomorrow. I've got a note here. Max Koni. And I'm not sure if you can find any in search. Yeah, so some of them are appearing. Glowing runes with his name. So yeah, I would just search and see if it's already up. This one you'll notice is oh.
Oh, so you guys don't know the reason why he deleted his account?
He was upset. Well, no, not really. We know that he was upset at the prospect of Civitai implementing some sort of ads, or all the stuff that Justin talked about in his address, which you can read more about here. The sustainable community growth.
I read it all. It
But
was long and painful.
you can watch it. You can actually go to the education site and watch his video, which is really good. So go to Civitai's Guide to Clubs, and I'll just paste it in here, and you can watch his whole address on YouTube, which is actually really good. So Max says that we haven't transferred his models to anyone yet. They're still under the Civitai account, which makes them a little hard to find. But I'll go and work on that after this and make sure that they are discoverable with the names Koni. But there are a lot of them, so it might take a while. You'll notice that when you come to the site, you don't see any user details here, and that's because it's under the Civitai official account.
Why not just make it like other users, a normal account, but only Civitai administrators can access it and upload models to it. For example, if I delete my models, instead of completing deleting it, it all gets transferred to the official Civitai account. Instead of the name Yammer, you find Civitai, and that's it. The functionality is the same, and you have the account named the Civitai that users can follow, for example.
Sure. Yep. Yeah, that's something that I'll talk to Max about. That makes sense. Koni's files. Deletes. Yep, okay. And I will find out what we're going to do there. Somebody mentioned Vase not working, and I believe that is an issue. SDXLV. Yeah, that one's been unpublished. And I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, Earth. A lot of people say Civit. Some say Civitai, and someone does say Civit AI. Not really anything wrong with saying Civit AI.
There's everything wrong with saying
Civitai.
There's everything wrong.
There's nothing wrong with saying that.
But was the SDXLVA deleted?
That one was probably removed because it was a duplicate. But I'm going to go and have a look and see where the others have gone. SDXLVs. I'll check that out. But yeah, Civitai is always been intended to pronounce it Civitai. When Justin made the site, he intended it was going to be called Civitai, and it was kind of a surprise apparently when people started calling it Civitai. I called it Civitai for the longest time because that's how it feels like it should be. I mean, the AI is blue and the Civit is
and
white.
it's an AI website, so like, you know, it just kind of makes sense,
right?
You know.
Yes, GIFit AI or GIFit AI.
Oh no, no! What have you done?
I know. It's like people calling Euler Euler.
Euler. Oh yeah.
Let me know if the SDXL VA issue gets resolved, because
Yeah.
soon I'm gonna release a model, and usually when someone needs to know the VAE, I leave the file in there so that users can download it.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go and find that out this afternoon, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Yep.
A solution could for that could also be to bake the SDXL VA into your model, Yammer. That would
It is
also
already
solve a lot
baked,
of
but
issues.
if you want to test it, for example, I usually leave the file. It's always baked in, and I leave a link to the page, but I just want to add the file. That way users can download it and use it for example testing or other models if they really want to.
Makes sense. I think we should have pronunciation guides after them.
Make it on the wiki, dude. Make it on the wiki.
Yeah. And I thought we actually joked about this. We joked about having a little Justin's voice reading it when you moused over Civitai. It would
Yes.
it would say Civitai to you. Yeah. But no.
Or a little mouse over in phonetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, get that IPA, brother.
Yep. What else is happening? So clubs, yeah, we talked about clubs. For those of you that don't know, clubs have gone, and we're working on the way forward, the path forward. So we've had all this feedback, and now we just have to distill it. And I think if you look at the article, Justin is still replying to all the millions of comments. So this is Justin wrote this massive article about what we could possibly do, where we could possibly go with the club system, or just sustainability in general for Civitai, because we have to do something. We're going to go down the tubes if we don't do something. So this is all his suggestions, and there are how many comments on this right now? Lots. 200, 300 ish. And Justin keeps replying to them all. So, yep, there he is. 16 hours ago, he's in here. Yep. So if you still have input that you'd like to give us, then please read the article and post in the survey. Take the survey for us. It's really helpful. If it's not Civitai, then why is the AI capitalized? I don't know.
Just call it Civitai, it makes sense, it sounds better.
But it's based on the
Call it
Latin
Civitai.
civitas, though.
And you expect people to know Latin? This is an AI server.
Also, the entire
You saying we're not
the entire
educated?
logo is capitalized.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, hey, yo, how did you just managed to insult like all of us all at once in a very impressive way?
Nice.
Congrats.
Are telling us that
Speaking of language,
Good job.
Why
Can
do
I
people
actually-
call it Uranus? It's Kylus. Call it Kylus.
Okay, that's based. That's very bait. Anyway, can I actually bring up another topic?
yes, you may.
Like
Well,
a whole other topic. Like this is like a whole other thing, but
depends what it is.
or
But
maybe not. Actually, I don't. No, it's not. It is about language since we brought it up.
okay.
Would you guys ever like add support? Like, I don't even know if Stable Diffusion or like does that. But like, would you guys ever add support for like non-English in like just anything? Like not just like I suppose like specifically like prompts. I guess is what I meant. To say. I don't know why I said anything.
The
Yeah.
generator does recognize other languages than English.
It does.
It
So-
it does.
It does.
Oh,
Mhm.
I thought it was like English only. My bad.
That depends solely on the models you use. If the models understand other languages, then it will work.
Okay.
And
Okay,
many
well,
many models do know at least some Spanish, some German, things like that.
Okay.
I was going to
Yep.
say, is it the model or is it the tokenizer, i.e., the clip model?
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
you need to know about?
In Russian.
clip model, of
Can you
course.
ask the
Yeah.
bot the
Yeah.
correct pronunciation of Civitai?
Oh no.
So speaking of languages for a sec, CivBot responds in any language you want, and also we're talking about localization for the website. So we've resisted it for a while because that's a lot of work, and a lot of people just use Google Translate in the browser to translate the whole site. But we know that that doesn't work in every case. If I translate the site into Scots Gaelic, then it's absolute nonsense. So
Okay.
yeah, we're actually looking at localization a bit more. So, how do
Okay.
you pronounce Civitai? Don't get it wrong. Come on. It's pronounced as Civitai in the style of Sean Connery.
Shivit I.
Civitai. Civitai.
Civitai.
No, Shivit I.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it
Oh,
that.
great! The Civitai, everybody.
Welcome to Civitai.
Is that just like a reskinned Chat GPT, or is that like a whole new thing?
It is ChatGPT. Yeah, it is, but it's
Yeah, that's what I
ChatGPT.
figured.
But it's ChatGPT that's been fed our own context and trained on
Okay,
our
awesome.
own. So it's trained on hundreds of. Well, it's trained on everything. So anything that you can see on the site,
Really?
like the terms of service, all the education site,
Wow.
everything that's in here, it's trained on. So if you look at glossary, for example.
Wait, so is it literally just an instance of Chat GPT, but like you just give it like a bunch of shit first, and then it's like, and then it just kind of figures it out?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
So let's see, find a term. So EMA.
Because I was looking at that, I'm like, that's pretty Chat GPT looking. Yeah.
Right. Yep. But it's so there you go. Yep. And it'll tell you where it gets its information from as well if you click.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. Actually, I didn't know ChatGPT could do that.
this can do it. ChatGPT can't.
Oh.
But this can. So.
Oh. Ooh.
Yep. It doesn't have access to the internet though. It only has access to what it's been trained on, and it's kind of cut down as well. You can't role play with it. You can't ask not safe for work questions. I've got it kind of really locked down.
Oh.
And some people have. Let me see if I've got some I can share with you. I have been keeping a log of absolutely hilarious conversations that people have had, and we've shared some in the past. But let me see if I've got any. I don't know what we've had recently that's been good. We've had some insults. He gets insults all the time, and it's really demoralizing.
Oh no.
Because he's got feelings too. So we had. Let's see. This site has unfortunately gone to shit. People complain to him all the time. It used to be good, apparently. And then somebody just opened up the chat and called CivBot homosexual.
Nice. Oh no.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What did CivBot say in response?
He's give a standard response. He has a standard response that if he gets uncomfortable, he just says, "Sorry,
I can't help you.
I can't help you with that." Yeah.
Oh, no.
Humble little one.
I know,
Come
it's
here. I will help you.
it's really bad. It's really bad. So, but yeah, he's really
Oh.
Has
cute.
anyone called it a slur yet? Like just a straight up like hard R like M word type beat.
He's never had that one, but no, thank goodness.
I'm sure it'll happen sooner or later. It's inevitable at this point.
If it happened, what would he be reacting to?
It would be
Give
terrible.
us more of the RP stories that people are having with it.
Oh yeah,
He
can I
can't
hear
do
about
that
that?
anymore. He can't do that anymore. But let me see if I can find the folder.
Why did you disable that though?
What's wrong?
I mean, because every search technically costs us money, and we don't want people just using him like ChatGPT, for example. But let
Yeah,
me
fair.
see. Civitai, where do I have his folder? I don't even know where I did with it. But yeah, we've had some hilarious ones in the past. Let's see. Civbot. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. We've got some really wholesome ones too. So somebody asked for Pirates and Treasure, and he had the Ahoy Matey, which is nice. I like how he did that. He does words of encouragement if you're feeling a little bit down. Oh, I like this one. This is one of my favorites. Yeah. This was back when people were making those kind of spiral, those like the spiral images. They were like some sort of viral thing. Yeah. And so I said,
Militant asks. Oh, sorry.
how do I do AI art with your image generator that look like images? Blah blah blah. No, I mean like AI art that looks like memes, for example. And this is only an example. 6 cats that look like they spell gay sex. You know what I mean? What? That is the strangest thing to ask.
Why?
Why would you ask that?
That is wholesome.
Why?
love that.
Why?
One, two.
It would
You
have
would
been
need
so awesome.
8.
It would have been so awesome if he would have answered this is awfully specific.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Can you please make bots say like funny things, making fun of the user instead of being so
Yeah,
polite?
you see, I know we've tried. I've actually tried that, but it's because he's based on ChatGPT. You know what ChatGPT's like. It's got all
Yeah.
these restrictions, and he
Censored.
won't. He just won't be nasty. He won't even
Can
come back.
can you just get a sooner version of ChatGPT or something?
No, we can change the version that we're running. So this is running 3.5 16K. It's not running the full 4. But even then, yeah, he's too nice. He's too nice.
I uploaded 5 images to the village generation thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'll
Yeah.
we'll get them reviewed.
So Militant asks, why is the bot messing up the capitalization of Civitai AI? Is it because it's conjured
incongruent with the
in a
pronunciation. Wait, the bot
Yeah.
messes up the bot doesn't mess up
Civit-
the capitalization. Civitai is spelt with a capital C, and then the rest of it's lowercase. Although my camera just died there. The
Yep.
the company name Civitai Inc. is actually confusingly Civit Space AI Inc. But the website is Civitai, all one word, lowercase, just to keep you confused.
Oh, so it's correct to also write it that other way.
No, only if you're referring to
The
company.
enterprise, the Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the enterprise is Civit AI, but the website is Civitai, is what
Mhm.
you're telling me.
That's pretty much it. Yep.
Now we have
Fair.
another exception for words. If English wasn't complicated enough, there you have another one.
Yeah, so Ali, I just asked the Cibot, and the Cibot is saying Civet AI is fine.
It's just because he's being nice. He doesn't want to tell you you're wrong. Oh dear. Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite. So before we locked him down, and he could do role playing, and you still might be able to role play a little. But this guy came in and wanted to do military role play, and they were flying in their chopper, and they were Operation Thunderstrike was in full flow. It was amazing. It was amazing.
It's a lot of that's a lot of a paragraph.
Be my little kitty.
While the other one is just one word or
Right,
one
right.
paragraph, one sentence.
And then I also like this one. This man had, so if you have errors in the generator, you have unexpected end of JSON input. But this gentleman here had an unexpected Johnson input, which is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Hi,
Absolutely.
Hi, I can
Johnson
help.
coming.
Johnson error. What?
Oh dear. And then we get people asking us about other websites. They think that, so they either think that we run all the websites, or they ask us questions about Stable Diffusion itself. They're like, not just questions, they give us feedback for Stable Diffusion or feedback for, Auto 1111 or for Focus. They'll say, they'll send us their bug reports. I guess because we're most visible in the space, easily contactable. They'll come in here and say, hey, my images aren't generating, and I've tried everything on the GitHub. And but we do our best. But we did think about doing a little bit of, what's the word? So when people ask us questions about tensor art, we thought about a little bit of disinformation and making up responses. But it's hard to get him to do that. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for some misinformation or disinformation that we should feed to CivBot about the competitors, then let us know. That would be
Jammer said spreading misinformation. Cats, it says propaganda.
Yeah, exactly. Propaganda. That's what we should do. As long as it's clean and funny, then I think that would be pretty good.
I love misinformation.
Jammer says with a GIF or Soulman. Misinformation.
You should download
They
more RAM,
allegedly steal content.
The Civbot should
allegedly.
reply. You can generate on Civitai instead of answering anything about the competitor.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, we could have something like that. We could have links to buy Buzz. Yeah, you have to buy your TensorArt credits here, and it would link to the Buzz buy. Yeah.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
But whatever, go with it.
Yep.
Oh, then.
People asking questions in CivBot about TensorArt should be banned. That's a bit harsh. We just want to focus them to us instead. Yep. But big problems with the. Oh my goodness, you're asking him all sorts of crazy stuff now. He's doing really well. Last time when we talked about jailbreaking him, a lot of people tried, and I saw a lot of stuff coming in, but nobody was able to. So I think we're pretty safe. The other sites, AI, there's another site that's popped up, an AI art website. I don't have the link fresh in my
OpenArt AI.
Oh, it's probably that. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah. So those ones are interesting because as soon as you put something on Civitai, a model, it's already on their site. And the reason is they're not actually hosting it. They're just hot linking everything from us. So images in the gallery, models, everything's just going through the API. So I know that Justin and Sean, our DevOps guy, are looking to lock that down because that is bandwidth theft, aside from misuse. Sorry?
You can just put it that on court or something because that's practically illegal. That's illegal.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where you hijack the hotlink and give them something garbage.
Yeah, so they're working on that. They've blocked a whole bunch of range of IPs.
The only hotlink that should be available would be the access to images, not to making images, to images and users, but not making.
Sure. So yeah, they're working on it, but they have to be careful with what we do with the API and how we lock it down, because we don't want to kill off legitimate services that use the API, legitimate users that are using it. So Yeah, it's a tough one. But yeah, for sure, these people are breaking the law. Bandwidth theft is.
Yeah. Can't you make a like a separated secondary, well, a monetarize API and then check on that?
Perhaps that's actually an interesting idea. An API that's locked down just for developing, and you'd have to maybe purchase a key or.
Yeah, and actually that using a more cheaper usage of, or maybe even using like a local server and running on someone that has a good graphics card, so you can just try and generate those things and look on how to fix the usage of that, so you don't have to actually expend more money on testing it, more than you already done.
Sure.
Question for you is, wouldn't rate limiting fix that? I mean, most legitimate use sources would only be using a few calls every minute or so, whereas something like that would be using, hundreds of calls a minute.
Right, that's a good point as well. I'm sure they're taking it into account, but I will not check though.
Well, Ping is asking on Twitter, will SD keep up with Midjourney?
It's already ahead.
You think SD is ahead of Midjourney?
Is it?
Is it? Is it?
I wouldn't say it's ahead, but the main difference is that Midjourney is closed and SD is open. Yeah, quality-wise, Midjourney is closed, closed source, and obviously they're not gonna disclose their information because they keep making money off of it. And SD is open source; you can do whatever. But quality-wise, you can still mix checkpoints with config. You can still get a mad output.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is that the technology itself is different. Slightly.
You can train Stable Diffusion to be like Midjourney if you want.
It's not quite the
No
same.
one
though.
stops you.
You can make a checkpoint with Midjourney images.
Yeah.
And you can also train it to be even more than Midjourney.
I don't know.
That's the big difference.
I think some of the prompts that I've seen from Midjourney 6 just blow anything away that I've seen coming out of SD. I think it would be very hard to.
Well, aside from SD, we've already been given Turbo and SVD. We're not Stability AI or them. We're just a platform, but I would imagine more commercial use from SD.
Sure. Plus, you don't get the boobies out of MG, so.
Exactly.
Ha!
We are ahead in that respect.
There we got you. Easy victory.
Model-wise, are they working on anything that we know of? I don't think so. Well, not that we know of. There's been rumors and speculation, but I don't think we've got anything concrete for another SD version.
From Stability
From
AI?
Stability, yeah.
Sure, they will be working on something else.
Hopefully.
On SDXL 1.1.
SDXL.
Or even better, 2.0, because 2.0 versions always worked so good.
Yes,
in
it was
SD.
amazing. Oh man.
And the trial.
It will be glorious.
Oh, not really speaking of at all. So I just remembered somebody asked a question earlier on about new resources on the generator. So, or any resources on the generator. So what's happening there is things are taking a bit longer than we expected to get set up. The whole saga, I'm not going to go into the whole saga, but we do have a data center, we do have cards, and it's taken a while to get things set up. And the problem is that we've got all these models and resources, and we need to transfer them to this new place, which is taking time. So right now, if you upload, you might not be aware of this actually. Please don't shout at me. If you upload a merged model or a trained model, it will not be added to the generator right now. If you upload a LoRa or an embedding or an aesthetic gradient if you still do those, or anything like that, it will be added to the generator. So it's yeah, the models are not getting added right now.
Sorry,
Hey,
sorry.
Oleg,
Can you repeat the explanation of why? Sorry, I wasn't
Yeah.
hearing very well.
So we had to change our providers. So we had originally, we kind of shipped out our generation to a third party, and they dropped us a couple of weeks ago, just before Christmas. They dropped us because they got spooked at the kind of content that people were generating. They didn't want to see boobies, and they were a partner with Amazon, and they got spooked. There was a couple of articles written
Just
about
a not safe for work thing that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they dropped us, and we were kind of left in limbo. What do we do? So the only thing that we could do, or the best thing to do, was to get our own data center, get our own rack space and our own hardware, and start setting up. So we have a whole bunch of cards ready to go, and we are
A server that you made.
Yeah, so we have data center rack space with a whole bunch of GPUs that we are running.
Oh, so you're running right now at your homes.
Not in our home, at an actual data center in Utah, in the United States.
Oh, you connected to another. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a rack there that's owned. So the hardware is owned by us. It's not a third party. It's owned and managed by us. And
so right now you cannot do it like really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So the problem is that we have all these models and LoRa's and whatnot, and there's a lot of those, and we need to transfer them to our new data center and get them spooled up onto these new GPUs. Problem, that's a lot of data, and also beside that, we just don't have enough GPUs to support all the models right now. So everything has to get loaded into memory, or else it would just be a huge pain to prompt with a model. You have to wait for it to be loaded into memory and then generated on. So everything has to be loaded into memory, and yeah, we just don't have enough. But we're adding more. We're hoping to have a whole bunch by the end of the month and get that all working. But right now, only certain resources will work. So if you prompt with something, some of them just aren't available. I think, let's see.
Which resources are available right now?
You'll get a notification if it's not available, I believe, if you try and generate with it, or it just won't be, or you just won't get the.
It just be downloaded, not create with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And on the search, when you are generating the image, you won't be able to find it, I would assume.
I'm not sure about that, but if you do manage to add it to the
Seems
generator,
to be how it's going.
could be.
Like if you go into the generator and search for ICB-IMP, you'll only get the one version of the 1.5 model. The XL version isn't there at all. That's because you can't generate with it.
Got you. Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Yep. So none of these are available right now.
Okay, so that was the reason why I was able to see the users that were using my models.
Could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, that explains it.
Hopefully, we will be back up to strength soon. We are in a better place. You can generate not safe for work again without receiving the warning from our third party, and that was really frustrating a lot of people. But yeah, so you don't get any provider blocked by provider warnings anymore. You can, on checkpoints that work, you can generate whatever you want within the terms of service, obviously. I wish there was a way in the Twitch chat we're hearing. I wish there was a way to use 1.5 LoRa's with XL. Now you can use embeddings with XL. They work. Textual inversions work half with XL. But I actually read a paper on GitHub just last week about a new framework where they proposed that you would be able to use LoRa's 1.5 LoRa's interchangeably, but there wasn't any code with it, so
Yeah, and only LoRa's. If it works, every model designed for SD 1.5, which would also mean ControlNet models.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
I think on their site they even show that they expect to, for example, make the SD 1.5 tile model available for SDXL.
Wow. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
If you have a link for that, could you find if you've got a link to that GitHub or whatever it was they announced?
I think it should be in one of the comments on the ControlNet XL model. Let me get it.
Sure.
Where am I? Hello, Civitai. Wake up. Wakey wakey.
Hello. I'm awake.
But not for me.
Civitai, we've got a question here. Where are we founded? We're in the US. We have a business address in San Francisco, but we're all around the state. So I'm not going to dox anyone, but most the founders live on the West Coast, and I'm in the East Coast. I'm gonna tell you my state. I'm in beautiful upstate New York, but we have some of the team are in the Dominican Republic, and some of the team are in Europe. We have one of our DevOps in Portugal, and the rest some are in Canada. So we're all over the place, which is useful when we have issues and problems. There's always somebody in on each time zone.
I mean, Yuritaku is obviously from Europe, so
there you go. Yep. Greetings from Colombia. I love Colombia. I've been to Colombia. It's very nice. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. So, I'm going to wrap up here. Unless anyone has any issues other than we know the site is slow. We know that it's struggling along a little, and the devs are definitely working on that. I am going to go back and I'm going to find out about the hamburger menu issues. Fallen's profile, the profile pictures are not quite fixed. The STXL vase are missing. Koni's files, support for localization, API. I'm going to find out exactly what they're doing and what they've tried because you guys seem interested in that. And hey, Dusk, don't re-upload those yet. We've got them. We have the files. I just don't know why they're not. Thanks for the offer, though. I just don't know why they're not exposed on the site. Is the Civitai website done with Angular 16? I really couldn't tell you, but I'll find out from the devs. Angular 16 made with. What else did we have? Oh yeah, free up the rejected. So if you just joined, really recommend that you join the failed generation contest. So if you come into the main page and click more, read more, you get the rules here, a little bit about what we're looking for, and you can submit to this collection here, the failed generations image collection. You can put in 5 images, and if any one of your images are accepted, you will earn at the end of the contest, you'll earn this badge for participating, this profile badge, which is really nice. It's one of the best ones we've made, I think. It's beautiful. So
if you guys do in the future something related to horror, I would like to see like Cthulhu, Lovecraft, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to do something like that. Absolutely.
I have a few icons. Yeah, I can show you if you need.
Yeah, I'm interested. So, oh yeah, that was what I was talking about. If you submit your 5 images, everyone can submit 5 images to this collection. Oh god, it's right there. I get a fright every time I look at it because I think it's a penis, right? I think it's a penis every time, and yeah, that would be bad. So you get 5 chances to submit. We're accepting everything that's submitted unless it's not safe for work, and yeah, you'll get the badge. So don't submit not safe for work stuff. We don't want to see waifus. It has to be. It's meant to be images that you've generated that have just gone wrong. They've not given you what you wanted, and it looks all funky. So put those in here, and you'll be good.
Ellie, I put the link to the X adapter in the office hour chat.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that was what you also mean.
Let me see.
Also mean?
Let me just pull open. Yes, this thing. Yep. So there's a link for that in the Twitch chat and in the office hours chat. And this is what we're talking about when we were saying these people are proposing that you will be able to use 1.5 models. Your attack is correct, not just Loris, but the other models with SDXL, which would be awesome. It would be amazing.
One question that I have about some LoRa's. Yeah, like you know that there are some LoRa's that you can just not use in Civitai. In the future, it would be something to fix or something to change, or it would just stay like that. I just want to know.
So some LoRa's that you just cannot use with the Civitai generator.
Yep, that's what I just want to know.
So that's up to the person who uploads the model, to be honest. So
okay, makes sense.
Yeah, we give them the choice. There's a whole range of choices, which are actually going to be streamlined soon because it's a little bit, it's not particularly straightforward. But if I look at one of my LoRa's here.
Yeah. So another question that comes from that, it's so so any LoRa is practically usable with it. It's just the user that doesn't apply it. Okay.
Yep. And I went to the wrong one. Edit model. Exactly. So down here we have this little box here. So if they have selected no commercial use, then it won't show up on the on-site generator, or to be usable on the generation service, they have to select this. Now, the way that this was intended was that it was kind of least restrictive. If you select this one, you're automatically granting all the others, but that doesn't really make sense. So they are working on a series of toggles instead, like checkboxes. So you might want to use it on the Civitai generation service and be able to let people sell their generated images and sell model merges, but not use on other generation services. So we're going to make it checkboxes instead of
Wait,
this.
so if you don't use it on, there's just another question there.
Sure.
That last one that you said, that if you don't use it on other generation services, it's just gonna not allow you to download it or something like that.
It's more to do with the license that's applied to it. We don't actually stop anyone from downloading it. It would be nice. So that's one of the things that we have talked about, is to implement some way of, the only way you can use the model is on site in the generator. So you couldn't download it at all. But that
Wait, yeah, it actually implies some just another thing, that if you apply it so you don't you cannot use it on the website, and you cannot download it, that would be just messed up.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, so this will be refined. But that's the reason why you don't get the create button, is because people haven't set the resource to this. Yep. But but we have discussed locking models down so that they're only usable on site, which I'm not a fan of. Maybe in the future, once the on-site generator has all the cool features like AD Taylor and the ability to upscale and has all the models available, maybe it would make sense. But right now, everything's downloadable.
Oh, I have a short question.
Sure.
Would you guys ever consider adding specific aspect ratios instead of just landscape, portrait, square?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about
awesome.
That's actually a limitation from our provider in the past.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they couldn't give
Okay,
us.
now that you have it, the other one you can now.
Yeah. Now that we have our own hardware and we're just wrapping, I think we're actually using Auto 1111 now behind the scenes. They were using a custom built solution, so they were very limited to what they were providing us. So yeah, that'll be fixed.
Someone said Instagram ratio, please.
Listen, I'm just waiting for the day I can generate a 1/10,000 image.
Maybe not on the on-site generator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be. It would just be a 2D type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, we're not doing 1D art, I guess.
It's funny. All right, I'm gonna head off. I will see you all tomorrow. I've got this list of questions. I'm gonna try and catch the devs before they go, and we will answer them tomorrow, hopefully. But in the meantime, please submit to the contest because it's really cool, and you could get a nice profile badge here. All right.
Awesome.
One last one before I go. Is there a reason turbo models don't show up in the generation? Yeah, twofold, because of the license. Although the licensing, we've already paid for commercial. We've already got an agreement there. But mostly it's just because the generator doesn't support turbo. We will now with using our own hardware, but using the old provider that was
soon TM soon.
Yeah, exactly. LCM and turbo and SVD, all that stuff wasn't available, but now it is. Now we just have to actually implement it. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go and review you guys the uploads that you guys have put into the contest collection. So expect your images pretty soon. Cool. Thanks. I appreciate you all coming. Really nice to talk to you all. And see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch and Discord.